Best Irish music on irishradio.org with Jerry Byrne.
I'm Jerry Byrne, Irish Radio it is, and since the advent of the COVID lockdown and all the problems ensued, I've been talking to many of the great and the good from Irish entertainment, and some very, very talented, incredibly talented people. And my next guest is absolutely no exception. A young man who hails from Ballymoney in County Antrim, and he has really, really made huge inroads over those past few years in music, not alone as a singer and a musician, but also as a songwriter, and has released quite an amount of material which has been incredibly well received, and his live performances are absolutely astounding. He really has a unique voice and talent. I'm delighted to say hello to the one and only Jordan Mogey. Jordan, how are you?
Too bad. It's good to be on with you tonight.
A real pleasure. Jordan, tell me this, how did you start out in the music?
Well, whenever I was younger, my brother was actually a singer in the Irish scene, and I grew up in the gigs and hearing songs and going into the studio and sort of with that atmosphere, you know. And then I grew up listening to music as well. All my family were big music lovers, and I just seemed to be a thing that came naturally to me whenever I came to a certain age. I just thought I'll give this a go.
Right, simple as that. But the thing about it is that you know, not alone like you know, do you play guitar and do the singing, but you've done an immense amount of songwriting.
Yeah, the writing's a thing that I used to write poetry and things like that there, even from the early days at school. So that was always a big part of my life as well, and I tried my hand at songwriting maybe in my mid-teens, and I got a love for that, and it's a very frustrating process at times, but it's a very rewarding one as well.
Yes, I can well believe it. Now, you collaborated, you did a lot of work with another incredibly talented gentleman who's written a huge amount of material, Joe McShane.
Joe, yeah, me and Joe became great friends, and although we never see each other very often, with the distance, you know, we used to call each other every day, and we wrote songs over the phone. So we must have maybe a couple of hundred songs, I'm sure.
Wow, that many?
Yeah, I would say so, really. Aye.
Wow, that is a lot. I mean, and you know, you've released numerous ones like that. One of the things that is you have are you a fan or have you a fascination with Hank Williams?
Yes, Hank Williams would be one of my heroes as well. I would say Johnny Cash and Hank Williams and some of the older stars, but it was sort of the way that they were characters as well as and they were flawed as well as being very talented, you know, and I can identify a lot with that there, and they seem to be show their human side to people, you know.
Yes, because you know, I know one of your songs was Hankaholic, and another one was Luke the Drifter, which was a song.
That's right. A lot of my songs with that theme of Hank Williams running through them.
Yes, so very interesting. Luke the Drifter. You know, I found a cracking song. I found the you know, the thing of where was you know, would Hank be welcome in this town? I thought that was
yes, aye.
Superb. Was that sort of a comment on some of the more sort of rocky country music?
Yes, well, that one was actually written by myself and Joe McShane.
Right.
And we sort of were thinking, you know, make it today if it was in the Nashville today with all the new music. And we sort of decided that no, we wouldn't. Yeah. Unfortunately, but that's what we were trying to get across in the song, so it's nice of you to pick that up.
Yes. Picked it up. I thought, Hank ain't welcome in this town, and you know, I thought it was you know, rather interesting. Now, in other of your songs that you've written, are you religious? Because you've got a number like you know, Jesus on the if Jesus was a country music fan, if there's a God in heaven, etc.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be particularly religious, to be honest with you, but I'd be more a spiritual person. I know. I believe, and there's great spiritual relationships with people in life, and everything's connected and things like that. There, if you know what I mean.
Right. And that's coming out like in the songs.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Right. Now, interesting, I saw a programme which was broadcast on BBC in Northern Ireland, all about
Yes.
all about yourself, your struggles, and also another gentleman from down the road from you, Andy Calderwood.
Yes, we filmed that must be a couple of years back now, and I suppose it touched on my mental health, which I've suffered from or struggled with since my early teens, when something I maybe opened up a wee bit about, and maybe a lot of people didn't know a lot of the things about me, and I think it was just good to get some things out in the open, and maybe it'll help people,
Indeed, and I must say, yourself and Andy really did, open up and put the thing out in the public domain, and
yes,
and showed things that that people sometimes are embarrassed to talk about or to show about or to admit to, So well done on that.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Absolutely superb stuff. And listen, you were, before the lockdown and all the rest of it, you were really, you'd really established yourself, and you were doing numerous live shows as well.
Yes, yeah.
And all that came, the same as all the other singers, it came to
yeah, everybody was sort of busy enough and playing away, but then the lockdown came and it just turned everything on its head. Now, I don't think anybody's doing anything, but it gives you a lot of time to sort of reflect and see where you are. Hopefully, there's time to work on music, maybe get into the studio or something like that there if we can.
Right. Have you done any songwriting since the advent of the COVID lockdown and all that?
I have done some. I've done some on my own, and I've done some with a couple of friends of mine over in Nashville over Skype. We would Skype write once a week, so I've done some of that there, and we're coming up with some good stuff. Hopefully we'll get it recorded in the future.
Excellent. It's I have to say, it's every all the musicians and the entertainers I speak to all say it's a very, very strange time, and nobody could ever possibly, if somebody had to tell us this was going to happen last January, we would have laughed and thought the person saying it was cracked.
Yeah, like it's a thing we might never even experience again in our lifetime, so it's just very hard to get used to, and who knows when we'll be back to normal, but it's just a matter of trying to keep your head in the right space and trying to do things sort of productive from home,
Indeed, that that is it, because unfortunately, by the very nature of this particular disease, this virus, the big problem is that it appears to transmit just so easily between people, and
yes,
and therefore all singers and entertainers work in close surroundings with people in places where people are
in a very social environment.
A very social environment. That's unfortunately is the problem. One thing that I've spoken to a lot of entertainers about, Jordan, is the thing. One of the things they really miss is meeting people. Is that something that you miss?
Yeah, you do miss that. You miss talking to people and hearing people's stories and how music helps people therapeutically. It's a thing that music gives you something that nothing else can give you. It's like a high, and meeting the people and all. The pandemic's just done away with that, and it really hurts the artists and the public.
Indeed, yes. On social media, yeah, I see it, and then so many occasions with so many of the singers, entertainers, and the people who love the music and love going out to hear the music, and they they really say that they miss it absolutely terribly. The strange thing is that, and the sad sort of scenario is that there is literally no place in the world that you can go. It's not a case of that it's just in Ireland or it's just in Europe.
Yeah, it's all over the world.
It's all over the world, and that is sort of the big problem. And the thing about it is that it's all artists who appear in public and appear on stage, and this includes actors and even circus performers and
any sort of entertainers whatsoever. Like it's affected everybody in the industry.
Indeed, it has. It has, and there were. I think the entertainment people working in entertainment were the first to stop, and it looks as though they'll be the last to start with the way things are going.
Yes, well, that's the way it's looking, but hopefully not. Hopefully we can get back to normal as soon as possible. But that's the thing. It's just remaining positive.
Indeed, that's the whole aspect of it. It will come back. I know we all wanted to come back sort of yesterday, but it'll just take that little bit of time to to see this off. Yeah,
definitely will.
Listen, you're a regular visitor, when you're doing your live shows. You're a regular visitor to the UK, over to England and Scotland.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I used to. But I toured with Mary Duff a lot, and my late friend Nicky James, of course, Joe's brother, Joe McShane. And we would have toured England and Scotland and even Wales there. And it's just, I was sad to lose Nicky there earlier in the year, because he was such a great help to me and so many other people as well.
Indeed so. Nicky James, everybody in entertainment, from Ireland knew Nicky James. He was a gentleman who did so much help to so many artists and ran so many shows, and one of life's true genuine people.
Yeah, a true gentleman, and he helped a lot of people, as you say.
Indeed. It must have been superb to to be working with the likes of Nicky and also with Mary Duff. Those artists.
Mary Duff was phenomenal to work with as well, and I learned so much from Mary, and it's just so good that these people take you on whenever you're sort of young in the business and show you the ropes and you sort of learn your trade from these people. They're so professional,
Indeed, yes. Spoke to Mary on the programme on Monday there. A fantastic performer, very, very professional.
Yeah, and a phenomenal singer too. Like a really, really great singer.
Indeed. A lady who has she's literally travelled the globe. Touring over the years, truly incredible. As you say, it must be great, all right, for to appear with, and be with these people, who have such a huge experience.
Yeah.
Jordan, listen, it's been lovely to catch up with you. I've been playing your music for quite a while, since the first of it started coming out. And listen, well done on all you've done. Well done on the songwriting, the singing.
Thank you very much, Jerry. I really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure. And listen, keep going, keep on creating and playing. I'm looking forward to receiving some more material from you. And listen, as soon as it's safe to do so, you'll be out and about and in action once again.
I hope to be, yeah.